So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. The action has already started.
In Uli Hoeneß, Peter, I think we have one of Germany's greatest enigmas, one of the most decorated players, but it's a career plagued.
There's the shot! Goal! Arsenal! And what a start!
The perfect show of intent, great purpose, great industry, and great confidence.
What a delicious finish, that is immaculate.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Engages and forces him off the ball. It's played through for him. He's had a shot! He scores! And that for him is goal number 10. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Arsenal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down.
Up he goes! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Can he get it through? And he welcomes it in. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Now it's Aubameyang. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that pass isn't the best. That's a lovely, neat pass. Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Cross from Cafu. Arsenal have their opponents right where they want them, and we've barely begun. Played back to the goalkeeper. Oh, that is asking for Gerrard! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Terrible error, duly punished.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Yamal is onto this, and it's made its way to him. DiMarco. To Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Aubameyang. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Messi. Now this could be a chance. And the pass is intercepted. And this is Ronaldo. He's got away. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. That has been cut short. Gerrard has found the net here, of course. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Cafu cuts out the pass. He's in a great position here. Saliba. He's had it taken off him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Not the most accurate pass. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo, and he's picked out the run. Costa Curta. Rui Costa. This looks promising. Oh, he's bustling through here. Yamal wins the duel this time. Messi. Ernest. Well read, nice interception. And this is Gerrard. Yamal. Rijkaard.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Scholes. Shot a goal! And yes, it's there! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency. And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
With the owner of a blue
Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising, and that has not gone well. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Joshua Kimmich. In many ways, the ultimate modern fullback in that he contributes just as much offensively as he does defensively. He seems to have a great instinctive understanding of when to move forward.
He's had a shot! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Swings it across. Oh, well played. Gerrard. Now it's Yamal. Oh, perfectly measured that. Gerrard. Good read, needed to be. Arsenal leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Kimmich. He's found a way through. Quarter of an hour played. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Gerrard. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And it's slung out wide. That has been cut short. And it's Gerrard. Threads one in. Shot could be on. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Now it's Yamal. Azar. So good run down the left-hand side. He has found the way through. Oh, that's neat. Azar. Costa Curta kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Yamal. Well read, nice interception. And it's Azar. Well read, and the danger is averted. Pass somewhat off target. Good ball, good take. Scholes is always scanning the pitch for targets. Well timed, excellent interception. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Howson. Rijkaard. And he's being shifted off it. And it's made its way to him. Gerrard. Azar. Rijkaard. Now it's Mbappe. Gabriel wins the duel this time. Now, can they get him away? Mateus. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's got his cross in. And the keeper gets his hands on it.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space...
Yamal! And that is doing no harm at all.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
And the referee has brought play back and shown him a yellow card. Mateus. Nuno Mendes. Gerrard. That's going to go a long way. And he's only too happy to take that back. Sends it crossfield. Vinicius Junior going full tilt down the left. And it's Scholes. Scholes. He is through here. Just deflected over the goal line for a corner. Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. That's a decent clearance. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
It's a pretty loose pass.
Se agregará un minuto al tiempo reglamentario.
Got a Tony. Vinicius Junior. He's shifting through the gears here. And he passes it long. And we've reached half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Well, that's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1. Arsenal get the second half started. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. And he plays one through. He's having a shot! It's in! And the comeback is complete! That was easy, almost too easy.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Oh, that was vital. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Rijkaard. Knocks it into space, looking to play him in. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Now it's Yamal. He's on it, can he get away? And he's intervened well there. Arsenal really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. Gerrard. Azar. Out to the left it goes. Zanetti, a picture of focus and alertness.
Se va a realizar un cambio.
Mendes makes the interception.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game. Arsenal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Tacho gets across to intercept that. Kimmich. Arsenal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Oh, there's the clearance. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. This looks promising. Shifted it to the flank. Now it's Villa. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Oh, can he get onto this? Not the most accurate pass. Kimmich. Nicely weighted ball. Bale. And he's managed to get free. Great defending, strong and determined. That has ended up in no man's land. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And here's Bale. Nuno Mendes. Mateus. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Donadoni. Azar. Tries to pass it through.
Arsenal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Zanetti. Ball played for Rijkaard. And it's Kimmich. It's a good run down the right. Azar can see things others simply cannot. Arsenal are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Looking for the run. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Hay un cambio en el campo de juego. Número
So,
14.
time for changes on
Número
both
4.
sides, actually.
Número 15. Entran número 20. Número 17. Número 25.
Tries to play it through.
Se está
Mendes
realizando un
spots
cambio.
it and intercepts. Just 5 minutes left. Ball driven towards the far post. That has been knocked clear.
Arsenal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Now it's Bale. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Now it's Villa. Raúl.
Se van a
It's
jugar
really well
2 minutos
cleared.
de compensación.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Big chance! He's got a goal! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! The move... Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Milan.
Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave, which envelops the team. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
Well, just when you think you've got Eden Hazard, Peter, he opens up another box of tricks entirely.
And that's the Batistuta, and Batistuta! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took.
Mateus! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
We'll simply have to tip his hat to the keeper here because that was a magnificent save.
Well, nicely intercepted. Rijkaard. That has not gone well. And here's Lautaro Martinez. Back into the middle. Thinks about the shot. Oh, shooting chance! He's got a goal! 2, and we've barely begun here. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Hazard. Roberto Carlos. Arsenal are in serious threat of getting left behind. 2 goals down already. Oh, no joy this time.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, that's fabulous. It's Griezmann! That is decidedly lacking.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with. Arsenal really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Yamal, look at the space here. Griezmann, very much a man of this moment. Milan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably...
Shoots! Oh, wonderful, wonderful! Lionel Messi! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
A case now of complete control. Roberto Carlos. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Decent chance! It's fallen kindly here. It's in. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
So is this the start of a comeback? Now it's Messi. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Approaching the half-hour mark. Griezmann. He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Griezmann. Real chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are cruising away. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented.
And the finish! Griezmann. Hazard. Now that looks a decent ball. Milan looking to pass their way through. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Messi. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mateus. Now it's Yamal. Mateus. Arsenal are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And it's Rijkaard. Hazard. Messi. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Half-time getting close now. Martinez was only too happy to help out in defence.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Messi looking understandably energised after his goal. Arsenal finding their passes. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Messi, Yamal. That is a brilliant interception. Cannavaro. Chouameni. Cannavaro. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Arsenal didn't have a great first half. They need a change of fortune. Rui Costa. And Yamal. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Zanetti. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And the pass is intercepted. Chouameni. Cannavaro. Bastoni, a man never lacking in drive or determination.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And it's Rijkaard, and he welcomes it in. Bastoni, Chouameni. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Yamal! And the keeper has done it off. Top stop.
Substitution for Arsenal.
And we have our very first corner.
Number 22, Messi.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence.
Rui Costa. Coming on the field.
Changes him with that pass.
11,
And here's Raul. Mateus. And a chance!
Number 20.
Keeper's not concerned by that.
Arsenal certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
60,810.
Arsenal do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. That's been cut out, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
He's had a shot! He scores! They're back within reach! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Milan really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Well, it's Dembele. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Great ball if he can get there.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Taken back almost at once. Batistuta goes steaming forward. Xavi Alonso. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 2.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact.
Coming on the field.
Gabriel, nicely aimed pass. Dembele, it's Dembele! And that has fair fizzed.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Great vision. That has been cut short. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And here's Elise in towards the back stick. Fernando Torres played into space. Oh, that's well spotted. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Dembele, and this is Gerrard. And this is Batistuta. Nicely weighted ball. And here's Torres. And it's made its way to him. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Has a look up and drives it forward. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. And they're back on the ball again. Looking for options for movement. Gerrard. So what can they make of this? Dembele knocks it into space. Olise! It's in! With so little time left, grandstand finish. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Arsenal give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Gerrard. Raul. Now it's Olise. And we're done. Arsenal can justifiably find this a hard one to swallow. They gave it their all, but ultimately they have fallen just short against an opponent prepared to go toe-to-toe until the end.
And a quick reminder today to please take
Your reflections then, Jim.
Arsenal absolutely shocking here.